Hello, hello. It is I, the harbinger of, peace, everlasting love, um, prosperity. I'm a conduit of justice and, adventure. And those who know me are enamored, and their jaws drop. For my aura, my energy, and I'm also the protagonist, or maybe maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm the side character who thinks he's the protagonist, or maybe I'm not either. Maybe I think I I think I'm a protagonist, but I'm not even a side character or a deuteragonist or an antagonist. I'm just an extra who's CGI'd in the background for some reason. And that might just be a reality I'll have to live with for the rest of my life. But you know, gotta roll with the punches sometimes, and that's what I do. I roll because big thighs. But anyways, I wanted to talk about a new anime this season that I'm really enjoying called Sk8 with a 8, Sk8 the Infinity, because skating is infinite apparently, which that's a concept I can rock with. You do you. If you like something a lot, then you'd probably describe it as infinite, everlasting, fun, and I'm really liking it. Very much enjoying it. The main characters, it's honestly, it's giving me. I want to say, this might be a stretch. It's giving me initial D vibes. I'm not gonna lie. It's very colorful, very sporadic in its characters, its colors, its character models, designs, whatever. Um, but yeah, I really like it. It does give me initial D vibes, and I'll tell you why. Langa, the one of the main characters, Langa, he's half Japanese. He's from Canada, snowboarding all his life. All he's done is snowboard, and now he's moved to Japan with his mother, and he meets our other main character. I think his name is. For some reason, I'm thinking it's Reiki, but I don't think that's what it is. Let me just see here. Straight Infinity characters. Oh, it is Reiki. Okay, I was right. Let's go. I feel so smart. Okay, yeah. So you got the main characters Langa and Reiki, and Langa gives me heavy Takumi vibes where he's never skated before in his life, but he's only snowboarded. And Takumi, he never raced in his life. If you watch Initial D, but he was a god at it because his whole life his dad has kind of been training him. There's water in the cup and drift without making it spill on this giant mountain. Yeah. And so Longo, though, he's been snowboarding his whole life. He's very proficient at it. And so he tries skateboarding out, and he has like these flashes of like pro level skating where he just wipes out everyone. And Reiki eventually in the second episode designs a board for him so he can utilize his snowboarding ability and combine it with skating. It's really cool. And Reiki gives me, if Itsuki was a protagonist and cool and actually did something and grew and developed in terms of his power level and how good he was at racing, that's what Reiki reminds me of. I'm very excited to see where Reiki goes. But Longo so far, Takumi, he's won all his races, even though he hasn't skated before. In the third episode, the newest episode, he faced this prodigy named Miwa, who's like this skating god. He can do tricks out the yin yang or whatever. And he actually beats him using his snowboarding techniques, combined with the fact that Reiki designed a board for him so he could utilize those snowboarding techniques. And it just reminds me of Takumi in the way he would beat like all these big names because his car was, everyone was like, "No, what is he driving?" And that's kind of like the same reaction people have to the board Langa is using. They're like, "What is that? What is he racing with?" But then it ends up like being perfect for the said racer. And yeah, and then Reiki, we've seen him race once, but it wasn't really a real race because he was gonna win, but he got sabotaged. But apparently, it's all cool to sabotage people in the races. Um, but yeah, I'm excited to see where Reiki goes because at the end of the third episode, he pretty much what seems to be like the big head honcho skateboarder. He's like, "Take back what you said to my friend." And he's like, "Oh, okay," and then it's setting up for a confrontation. So I like that. I really like Reiki. He's definitely my favorite character so far. He's so fun and loving. What else we have? Oh yeah, the side characters. We haven't got into them like too in depth, but they're also like just as flamboyant as our main cast, which I like. Miwa, he got a lot of development in the last episode, even though he lost. He lost the ability to race for fun because when he got better at skateboarding in general, he started to lose his friends that he made through skateboarding because they were all like, it was like Avatar: The Last Airbender when his friends figure out he's the Avatar, they're like, "Oh, you're just better than us. You think you're better than us because you can airbend and earthbend and waterbend and firebend," even though he couldn't do it yet. And then they were like, "Dude, go play by yourself." That's pretty much what they did to Miwa. So Miwa was like, he became cold hearted, and Reiki stood up for him at the end of the episode because he was like, you gotta race for fun, dude. No matter how good you get, we'll be your friends. And Reiki was like, "Oh, I love you, man." And then the big bad guy came in, and Reiki was and he was like, "Miwa, you just this and that," and Reiki was like, "Hey, take back what you said." And so Reiki's finally gonna get his big race, and I'm excited for it because all the spotlight has been on Langa, and I've watched enough Initial D to watch Takumi win all his races, and it gets boring after a while. I'm not gonna lie. Luckily, the OSTs were bumping in Initial D. That's what really saved half the races for me. But no, Langa, he's definitely different from Takumi though. I've been making that comparison a lot, but he's definitely his own character. He's still developing and he's still like effing up, like he's still messing up. He still doesn't really know how to skate. He knows how to snowboard, and his skateboard is designed to be as close to a snowboard as possible. But I'm predicting that's not going to cut it for very much longer, and I think he is probably going to lose pretty soon, just because while it does have Initial D vibes, while he does have Takumi vibes, I feel like it. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he will Takumi through the whole series and win all his races, but I don't think so. Reiki lost a race, but he seems like he has a lot of potential, and I think you know I don't know if they're gonna do it like this, like set up a Naruto Sasuke type rivalry between the main characters. Not like they hate each other or anything, but I don't even know. I'm assuming they'll race each other eventually, but it hasn't really there hasn't really been a clear rivalry in that regard set up in the anime so far. So I'm excited to see where their relationship goes in terms of a rivalry. That's something I also really like about Reiki. He doesn't hold any grudge to I was gonna say Takumi. He doesn't hold any grudge to Langa's talent, and it honestly just inspires him, and Reiki inspires Langa. So I love the relationship. It's really nice. But anyways, I think this is my fifth video. It's gonna be the end of it. I'm really liking Sk8 the Infinity. I think it's really fun. It's a good time. Very much enjoying it. And yeah, I would highly recommend it personally. But yeah, that's the end of this video. And I want to say one more thing before I go, and that is, you know, it's inspired me to skateboard, honestly. And I don't, maybe it is infinite in my, I don't know where I'm going. But anyways, that's it. Fifth video. Bye. Goodbye. Bye.